Yeah, well, what's been interesting historically is some of the worst days in the Mueller investigation when you saw charges against people like Flynn and Manafort, the market ended up responding in a positive way. So it hasn't really had a big impact on the market. And what I look at is not necessarily what will this report do, but what will the report lead to next? So what is Congress's response to this report going to be? Republicans will say it exonerates the president. Democrats will say there are 10 potential instances where the president may have obstructed or attempted to obstruct justice, and we need to investigate that more. So we're going to see a ramp up in congressional investigations. And what concerns me the most is there are certain instances where we thought maybe there could be some bipartisan agreement. But with this, we think it's only going to elevate the divide between the Democratic House and the president. And as a result of that, you may not see infrastructure. There are certain trade deals that we need Congress to vote on, like NAFTA 2.0. You know, what's going to happen with the debt ceiling and the spending caps that are going to come up at the end of September. So this probably results in more dysfunction in Washington, not the day when we can put this behind us and move on.
All right, more dysfunction in Washington, maybe a policy impasse, not necessarily great for Americans or the public, but from a market standpoint, the flip side of that is if you do have an impasse, then you sort of know what's going to happen or not happen from an equity or bond perspective, right? So wouldn't that potentially be good for investors for now?
I think overall it's good for investors until we get to the point where we start talking about the debt ceiling and the spending caps that are going to go into effect. So I think in the near term, there's no question between now and the end of September that things could be really positive because we understand what to expect. Additionally, it reiterates that because there doesn't appear to be any major smoking gun here that could threaten the presidency of President Trump, he's going to be there, and his regulatory agenda, which has been rolling back regulations on business, has been positive for the stock market over the last 2 years.